spokesperson of the Obidati Campaign Council, Kenneth Okonkwo, has slammed the governor of Anambra State, Charles Soludo, over his verbal attacks against the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi. According to Kenneth Okonkwo, Charles Soludo was kicked out as the governor of Central Bank of Nigeria because he challenged President Yaradua's power as the president of Nigeria. Kenneth Okonkwo explained that Charles Soludo went to Yaradua and told him that he wants to denominate the naira. Kenneth Okonkwo said that Soludo told Yaradua that he came to tell him about his plan to denominate the naira out of courtesy because Yaradua does not power over denomination of the Nigerian currency. According to Kenneth Okonkwo, Charles Soludo did not know that the Section 19 and 20 of the Constitution gives the President of the country the power to decide what happens to the currency. Kenneth Okonkwo expressed shock that as the governor of Central Bank, Soludo did not know what the CBN Act says about denomination of the naira. Kenneth Okonkwo also said that Soludo's decision to challenge Yaradua's power led to his removal as the governor of the central bank. Kenneth Okonkwo also said that Soludo's action back then says a lot about his intellectuality. Okay. Somebody said if you want to know how you were born, they will tell you, if you join politics, you know how you were born, how your father met your mother. And of course, if you are a public figure, a lot of things will be known about you. Some people are trying to tell us that it doesn't matter, that your privacy will still be kept intact. No, not your privacy to that level, to that degree of level that your privacy will be kept. And in this case, that's why we are hearing all of this. In this case, you see that all this is, concern Soludo. If somebody tells me that Soludo is not attacking Peter Obi, I won't agree to that. Initially, I defended him because I just saw it when the first statement that he made, that the business that now the Peter Obi left worth nothing. I was just like, okay, if he say he's not going to be supporting Peter Obi, good and fine. They are not even in the same party in the first place. They are not in the same party, so you don't expect him to leave the party. And I was even saying then that, you know what, that if he tried to say, oh, I want to support Peter Obi, he might have problem in the second term, because by the time he wants to come back for Abga for the second time, they might not want to agree to him. They say, oh, you want to go and support another party, which a lot of people are even complaining about. How Governor Wike endorsed Sanwo-Olu of Lagos, why they have their own party man there. So I just try to put up that, and some people say, oh no, don't say that, this and that. Say we have to be sincere. There's no way. And when he does talk about the investment, and I was like, okay, maybe, maybe, you know what, maybe the way the journalist, if you are not smart, the way the journalist will put words into your mouth, you go to confess like which. You have to be someone who is very, very intelligent, articulated, and know how to go about questions. Unless you tell them, please, I don't want to say anything about it, they will leave you alone. If not, if you say one thing, they will continue. They will continue. So, and I said, oh, maybe when he got to office, he didn't see anything on ground because somebody was in office before he came on board. So, and Obi did not even hand over to him. So maybe based on that, that was what he was saying. And after, as if that was not enough, when he came back and I began to explain something, you know what, this man did not join Abga. He swore to Ojuku that he's not going to do. I said, sure. What has that got to do? And he began to say, corruption under this man or poverty under this man was escalated, and there are some things that he knows that he will not say. He will not keep quiet. What are you keeping quiet? The man did not even respond to you. You are not responding to the supporters. Of course, you should know that he has no control over his supporters. If people like you, they like you for who you are. So it's not because of what you are telling them. You can't tell people, please, you have to love me or you have to like me. You have to like me. Somebody must say, I like you because of this. You say, really? I didn't know. This is the reason. There are some people who like you codedly, secretly, silently. They won't tell you, but their actions, you know that, oh, this person really loves me. You can't tell people, you have to like me, you have to like me. There are some things that you will do that will motivate people to like you. So Peter Obi does not have that power on people who love and who don't like him. So when those people are responding to what you said, then you now came out If the man had said anything, they would have said, oh, based on what he said, even if you don't, if really you don't have anything against him, even if Obi had responded the way you don't even like, but because you don't have any ulterior motive, all of those things that he was talking about, but because people were expecting him to talk about the investment that worth nothing, he didn't say that. He began to go to history. I told him he cannot win. If somebody cannot, so can you tell somebody, no, you can't pass this exam. Don't, there's no need. Don't bother yourself. So you don't want the person to even try. Who are you in the first place? Then you are saying that Igbo's leaders should come together, they should do what, they should do that. I don't understand. They should go and negotiate. Negotiate what? Since 1999, they've been loyal to PDP. You are still telling them to go and negotiate or what? To go and be kneeling down. I remember one of the northern chieftain who was saying that Nnaya Nwodo, the former leader of Ewanese, that he came to his house and began to kneel down and beg him. I don't understand. And he said, oh, politics or to get power is not you by begging. I don't really understand. But the man came out and said, I didn't do that. That was not what I did. So you are telling them to, is it to go and be crawling? I don't really understand. So at this stage, Igbo should do what? You always like to blame yourself. And I thank God it's not everybody that always like want to toe to that line. So what I'm saying in essence is that if you talk about, I'm coming back again to Soludo, if you talk about the investment, you need to explain. You can't tell us that there's something you don't want to say. That is to tell you that he was looking for an opportunity because he knew if he said that, the obedience will respond. And to tell me that you are not using, because of the way they responded, you are not coming out to tell us one or two things. And all of the things that he said, I don't even know whether Peter B has taking somebody's life. Oh, I don't really understand because he said, oh, I don't want to see some other things, this and that. Even if I'm not going to be bullied. Bully who? You just came from from nowhere. And thank God the man has responded to you. So go and deal with it. You are a professor. You are the one who knows it all. Go and deal with it. So he says it's even part 2, part 1. That means you mean now before. Because if your work, if your work will they do so, if it's more important to you for your governorship in Anambra State, I don't think you have time for Peter Obi. You're not in the ballot box. Nobody is saying that you have to support him. It doesn't matter. We have a lot of people from the southwest that are supporting Peter Obi. We have a lot of people from the southeast supporting Tinubu, supporting Atiku. Nobody's going to hold anybody for that. But when you deliberately you are saying something that is not even real, when people can see for themselves, you are coming to tell us that the investment's worth nothing. They don't come and explain to us, like say you don't want to say anything and you expect people to just take it like that. It's just unfortunate. And that's why a lot of things will be coming up that, oh, see this man, see this one, so that's so you be. So some people will just be suspecting that this person, you should say this person did correct, but there's some things you just say, yes, we said this. And that is the reason why they are bringing this issue of a Yaradua or no Yaradua. So we just have to be careful. So that leave your comment down there below and let's have your tea.